feather in the cap, but, let's keep building the blocks to get to playoff time.
Now, one of the things with Williamsport, you mentioned Smith and what she's averaging. Their next second leading scorer right now, Cam Seltzer, she's averaging about 8 points a game, and then their next three are all down around 4 points per game. So if Boonsboro kind of finds that silver bullet to stopping Paige Smith, or at least slowing her down a little bit tonight, is that a concern that Williamsport, will they be able to find more scoring to get them over the top?
I mean, I would think it is going to be a concern. And the reason it's going to be a concern is we talked about them playing 3 games so far, or this will be the 3rd game of the week for them. Legs are going to be a little heavier tonight. And, as a jump shooter, you need your legs to be able to get jump shots. And if the shots aren't falling tonight, where are they going to get production from? And, last game, Cameron had 12 and 12 through 3 quarters against South. So maybe that is the person that they're going to be a lean on a little bit this time.
Okay. Getting ready for tip-off here. Have the starting lineups coming up here shortly from Williamsport High School. So stay with us. Girls basketball action, Williamsport and Boonsboro here on Antietam Broadband. Brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster internet and Wi-Fi. Good thing Antietam Broadband has reliable download speeds up to 2.3 gig and smart whole home Wi-Fi to keep all your devices well connected. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit AntietamBroadband.com for a great offer today.
The Auto Spa and Auto Spa Express is a car wash experience like none other, with colorful LED lights and a rainbow rinse. We offer a variety of packages to make your car shine. Experience the ultimate clean at the Auto Spa Express, where you can take advantage of the self-use detail stations with free towels, vacuums, air blowers, and floor mat cleaning machines. Or visit the Auto Spa, where you can receive a full service wash that includes an interior cleaning. Thank you.
Back here at Williamsport High School, getting ready for tip-off. Girls basketball action tonight between the Boonsboro Warriors and the Williamsport Wildcats. Let's listen in for tonight's starting lineups. Starting 5 for Boonsboro: Rebecca Michaeljohn, Maya Fravel, Hope Lowe, Emily McKevitt, and Haley Hartman.
And now for our Wildcats.
Starting 5 for Williamsport coming up.
Sophomore, 24, Emerson Shank. Junior, number 11. Junior, number 34, Mackenzie Coos. Senior number 1, Amelia Mill-Robbins. Senior number 3, Paige Smith. And another senior, number 13, Cam Seltzer.
5 for Williamsport: Emerson Shank, Mackenzie Kloos, Amelia Robbins, Paige Smith, Cameron Seltzer. So stay with us. We'll have more to come. Take one more break before tip-off here from Williamsport High School. Girls action coming up right after this.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Steve is a full-time realtor with over 20 years of experience and a retired Army officer. Allow Steve to serve your real estate needs with the same level of dedication he's served our country and tri-state area for 25 years. Call Steve today, 301-991-7990.
People who run your business are your most important asset, and the internet that your business runs on is their most important tool. Robust broadband delivers video conferencing, training, and marketing. It will even back up your data to the cloud. So make sure your most important asset has the internet connection they need to get the job done and deliver a better customer experience. Get fiber-powered business internet from Antietam Broadband, backed by 24/7 technical support. Call today or visit AntietamBroadband.com.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Welcome back to Williamsport High School. Just getting ready for tip-off here between the Boonsboro Warriors and Williamsport Wildcats. Girls basketball brought to you tonight by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Antietam Broadband. Mark Keller and Chad Brashears with you. Bob Parcelletti doing our sideline reporting tonight. Glad you're watching with us live here tonight. You can catch replays of this game, several of them coming up here for you. Saturday and Sunday, January 21st, 22nd, 11:30 and 7:30. Monday and Tuesday, January 23rd and 24th at 6 p.m. Wednesday night, the 25th, also at 6 p.m. We are underway. Williamsport with possession to start things here. Shot from Cam Seltzer, no good. Rebound. Up and back in by Amelia Robbins. First points of the night for the Wildcats.
Amelia did a nice job finding the ball, becoming aggressive, and just taking over right there for Williamsport to get a second chance opportunity.
Robbins forcing the loose ball here. Boonsboro coming up with it. Looking inside for Lowe, unable to get it to her. Now here's the pass to Paige Smith. Shot from Smith, up and good. Paige Smith with her first two of the night, and it's 4-0 Williamsport.
Amelia did a good job, looking up, getting the ball up the floor with the pass.
This is Hartman. Jumping back to Lowe. Michael John to Fravel. Every Warrior getting a touch here.
Got it under 10 on the shot clock. It's a good defensive possession for Williamsport.
And that's McKevitt losing it to Smith.
Good pass.
Nice dish from Paige Smith to Cluse. And we're going to have a quick timeout here from Boonsboro. The Wildcats with a very quick 6-0 lead.
It's a great start. If you're coming off of a 38-32 win last night and worried if your legs were going to be around, it's a nice way to start the basketball game for them.
The buckets from Robbins, Smith, and Cluse here in the first 83 seconds of the game.
You know, to be honest with you, it looked like Boonsboro was never comfortable in the offensive possession anytime so far. You know, Williamsport has kind of dictated what they're doing, and they almost look rushed more than able to get confidently into their stuff.
Chad, you mentioned the shot clock. That was something we didn't have here Tuesday night when we were here for the boys game, the Williamsport boys game against South Hagerstown. Clock is operational here tonight, though.
Coach Murphy said the park came in and they were back up and running like a normal high school basketball game.
It's McKevitt to Lowe. Lowe looking down for Hartman. Shot from her is no good. Rebound pulled down by Emerson Shank. The Wildcats quickly the other way. This is Paige Smith. Pulls up from about the foul line, no good. Gets her own rebound in the paint and in. Paige Smith. 8-0 Wildcats.
You know, she does a really good job of just having a nose for the basketball.
Leading point scorer among the girls in Washington County. Now another takeaway here for the Wildcats. And going to the bucket is Mackenzie Cluse. She's fouled on her way up, and she'll go to the free throw line.
You know, Kevin at times looks to change defenses at the foul line, but I have a feeling being up 8-0, he's going to go stay right in this man-to-man.
First shot from Mackenzie Cluse, up and in. Warriors going to the bench here.
Mackenzie's shooting almost 70% from the foul line this year.
In and out on that second shot, and it's Hartman grabbing the rebound. 9-0 Wildcats. To the corner for three. And Boonsboro's on the board. Mackenzie Kidwell.
Nice little stagger screen there to get Paige coming off the screen to open it up for her. Good look.
Robbins inside. And good defense from Lowe.
Lowe's long. She's very long.
Yes.
Very long there. You know, Kevin said he's going to play about 10 guys at least in the first half, just try to keep the legs as fresh as they possibly can. So, you know, he's rotating pretty quickly here, just 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, 3 games in 4 days is not a normal thing for any basketball team at any level.
No, it's not.
Another takeaway for the Wildcats is Paige Smith and a couple Williamsport players colliding on the way in, and Smith is fouled going to the bucket.
She has a
different to the line.
Such a different confidence level. You know, she knew exactly what move she was going to do. So you can tell she obviously has worked on it, and she had all the confidence to make that play happen just to get to the line.
Foul called on Hope Lowe. First for her. And it'll be Smith shooting 2. Short on the first. And she gets the second. 10-3 Williamsport. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first. It's Kidwell.
It's a good take.
On the lane with her left hand. Can't get it to go. Robbins comes away with it. To Smith for 3. Can't get that one to fall, but it goes out of bounds off of Boonsboro. So the ball will stay on this end for the Wildcats.
You know, Robbins looks up every single time she has the ball. She's really pitching that ball ahead nicely for Williamsport.
Robbins gets it into Smith. Nice little fadeaway in the lane. Paige Smith starting off hot, 7 points. As Williamsport takes a 12-3 lead. And Smith getting a hand on that one now. This is Kidwell from the corner again. Can't get this one to fall. Robbins pushing it up court. She had Levasseur there for a second, didn't get her the ball. Now this is Levasseur.
Good
In
pass.
lane with the left hand and down low to Seltzer for her first 2 of the night.
It's a nice little exchange they run there. Kevin called it pitch. Little handoff action to get the post play.
Driving down the right side is Haley Hartman, and she's fouled.
You know, that's the first time Haley's kind of gotten the ball in a position where she could score.
Boonsboro's leading scorer. She's averaging about 14 a game. On the line for a chance at her first points tonight, and this is her first. Lots of substitutions coming in here for both teams now.
Look like a line change.
Second shot coming here for Haley Hartman. Off the back of the rim on the second shot. And now coming the other way. Inside, nice pitch to McKenna Weaver. Her first 2 of the night off the bench. 16-3 Williamsport.
Coach Murphy and his staff have done an unbelievable job teaching their bigs to run to the block. They literally go right where they know they're going to score from. And he's taught the guards extremely well to get the ball to them when they run, reward them.
Blocking foul called there on Levasseur. First for her. 3 team fouls now for Williamsport. This is Kidwell. Stay Boonsboro's ball.
You can tell both sides have done a really good job of scouting, because Emerson Shank is right in Fravel's face, not letting her do anything nor catch the ball at this point.
And this one out off of the Warriors, so Williamsport takes over.
Looks like Boonsboro is going to go into a zone here, 2-3.
From the baseline. Jumper's no good from Hudson.
Way to keep it alive.
This is Hudson again, going to the baseline. We're going to have a jump ball here, and it's going to go to Boonsboro.
And we're back to the
Subs coming
fresh
in.
legs coming in.
Yeah, Smith and Seltzer both back into the game for Williamsport.
You know, Boonsboro went 2-3 there. Usually they go 1-2-2 and they put Hartman up top, which has been an interesting look that they try to do to be lengthy for them.
The takeaway coming back the other way is Seltzer. Looking for a call, but did not get it, and Boonsboro will take possession. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first period. 16-3 lead for Williamsport.
You know, Williamsport does a really good job switching everything. Like, he does not care from the perspective of what number you are, 1 through 5. You're going to switch everything, and we're going to defend you tough.
And that's Annabelle Fletcher with the baseline jumper for the Warriors. Another player off the bench for
Good skip
Boonsboro.
pass.
Hudson to the corner for Shank. Now it's Hudson again, back to Shank.
Good defensive possession. Got it on single digits from the shot clock.
Down to 5.
Paige knows where it's at.
Smith taking the long jumper, no good. But it's Shank grabbing the rebound. Kluse goes up for the shot, and she's fouled doing so. So she's going to go back to the line.
That's an absolute backbreaker. You get them to take a 25-footer as the shot clock's expiring, and you give up an offensive rebound, and then you get the foul on top of it.
The foul's on Maya Fravel, her second here in the first quarter. And Mackenzie Kluse hits the first of her 2 shots. More substitutions for both teams coming in.
Wonder if coach is going to go back to Fravel in the second quarter, or, you know, see if he can buy her some time here and not pick up her third. Without her on the floor, that's going to be a lot of tough.
Another rebound for the Wildcats, this one for Weaver. Smith with the shot, rolls around and in. Paige Smith, 9 points here in the first quarter.
She makes it look easy. She's making it look very easy right now to get a bucket.
Just a great touch on her shots.
Yes, it is.
Long jumper from low is no good, and Williamsport coming
Good
back.
thread.
Smith across the baseline out to Hudson. Kluse to Seltzer. There's going to be a foul on the floor here.
I think they called an offensive foul.
They did call a foul on Seltzer. Second on her for the Wildcats. So Boonsboro with a chance here, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Smith with the steal, going the other way. She has Hudson, passes to
Very
her.
unselfish. Very unselfish basketball. Very easily could have made the layup herself, but gets her teammates involved.
Laurel
That's it,
Hudson.
leader.
Shot up and no good. Lowe came down with it, maybe should have gone right back up with it instead of putting it on the floor. Smith, the ball fake. They're going to pull out for a last shot. 21-5 lead here for Williamsport.
Coach does a really good job of running sets. Let's see what they run here at the end of the quarter.
This is Hudson looking down low for Robbins in the paint, and it goes out of bounds off of Emerson Shank. And it'll be Boonsboro ball with 2.9 seconds left.
I don't think Coach Murphy was real happy with that. He wanted one shot.
Kidwell with a long shot from midcourt. No good, and that's the end of the first quarter here. Williamsport with a 21-5 lead over Boonsboro after one. More to come here. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
With families spending more time at home together this year, it's a great time to level up your internet for the speed and Wi-Fi you need to power game consoles and computers, streaming video players, and all your home's other connected devices at peak performance. Antietam Broadband Internet with speeds up to 2.3 gig plus smart whole home Wi-Fi takes your game to the next level. Call or visit AntietamBroadband.com for a great upgrade offer today.
Back here at Williamsport High School, girls basketball action brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. The Wildcats with a 21-5 lead over the Boonsboro Warriors. Emerson Shank, the shot from the corner is good. First points of the night for Shank, and it's a 23-5 lead.
You know, Kevin's team does a really good job screening in the zone to get themselves open. You don't see that a lot, but that's exceptional basketball, and that's like high IQ basketball.
Another takeaway here for Williamsport. Looking into the paint for Ciampo, but it's not there. Boonsboro coming back the other way. Kidwell loses this one to Levasseur. Levasseur misses the shot, Hudson misses the shot. The ball's going to go out of bounds here to the Wildcats.
Williamsport's getting every 50-50 ball. They're getting every single, whether it's an offensive rebound, diving for loose balls. They want the ball right now more than Boonsboro does.
Robbins directing traffic from the top. Dishes back to Smith for three. Paige Smith. First three-pointer of the night for her. And it's 26-5. Buckwater's going to take a timeout here. This segment of tonight's game brought to you by Hagerstown Auto Spa Express, offering you a variety of cutting-edge wash packages that make your car sparkle. Hagerstown Auto Spa Express on Vasel Boulevard in Hagerstown, a proud sponsor of local programming here on Antietam Broadband.
You know, they have the gun here, the shooting gun, and I know that Coach Murphy's very big on using that either in practice or after practice. He said Paige lives on it, and you can tell by the way she gets her feet set and shoots it that she has done this a lot. And she makes it look really simple sometimes on the court. Little run and jump here from Coach.
Big block there. Coming back the other way. Here's Smith, and they're going to call her for a travel.
Went a little fast that time.
Smith just seems so calm.
She does.
With the ball.
She does. I think playing in a state semifinal and making that run last year as a junior and then coming back as a senior, that's definitely something that makes it easier to play calm. Nice scissor cut.
Stays on Boonsboro's end. Shot clock down to 10 seconds as they inbound here.
Little cross action there. You could hear Coach yelling, no scissor on this.
Michael Johns and the Kevitt looking down low for low. Can't get it there. Here's Smith. Pulling it out for Robbins.
Nice cut.
This is Shank. Loses her footing and travels.
Looks like Kevin's running a 1-2-2, about three-quarter court trap here. Got to make sure you get the ball to the middle and look opposite. Good pass.
Down low to low again. Shank again. Get a hand on that.
Got Hartman coming back in.
.5:19 to go here in the first half. Wildcats leading it by 21 and looking to add to it here. Smith.
Nice look away.
Ball fake and gets the bucket. Paige Smith. 14 points here so far in the first half.
I don't know if you were able to catch it or not, Mark, but you know, Paige makes this big play, right? Great look off. makes the layup. The bench looks like a college bench during the NCAA tournament. They're all cheering for one another, all going crazy. I think connectiveness is a big piece of what Coach Murphy's trying to do in order for them to make the run downstate.
Yeah, every big play that the Wildcats are making, the bench is just erupting.
And that's leadership from inside the locker room, and it's caring about one another. And I think that's what makes teams 13-0. Another 50-50 ball.
And you're hearing that surge on defensive plays as much, if not more, than you are on the offense.
Absolutely.
Plays.
You know, and look who's in the middle of it. Lavoisier. You know, Coach called her like an energy bunny. I mean, that's exactly what she's doing. She's all over the place, in your face defense.
Fowler to the corner. And a three-pointer there from McKevitt.
Kevin is working that official. But you know, he's been doing this for a long time. He knows exactly what he's looking for. He learned a lot probably from his dad playing for him, sitting with him.
Yeah.
So his arguments are going to be well stated and well deserved.
Ball out of bounds to the Wildcats. 28-8. Just about 4.5 minutes to go here in the second.
Good pass.
Shank down low.
Nice look.
Delaney Cole unable to get that one to fall. Coming back is Hartman. Good defensive play there from the Wildcats. And a nice strip there by Holler on Smith. And Hartman gets the bucket, her first points of the night, 28-10. Shank from the foul line, no good. Low.
She just rolled her ankle pretty good.
That's Haley Hartman.
Yep. Yeah, she rolled that pretty good.
She is up and getting off the floor on her own, but labored in doing so.
I think the adrenaline's running a little bit. Now she sat down and realized exactly how much pain it probably cost her walking off the floor.
Trainer over there talking to her. And we'll keep an eye on that, see when or if she's able to re-enter the game. That's a big blow for Boonsboro there.
That's a huge blow. You know, Coach Murphy coming out of the timeout, what's he do? Switches defenses. He thinks the game and makes you think the game, and sometimes that's not an easy thing as a high school player to do.
Boonsboro now showing some pressure in the backcourt. They break the trap, down low. Angel Ciampo fouled as she went up to shoot.
Lavoisier with a really good look. They look for one another. I think that, you know, I don't know if that's a stat that Kevin keeps, but I bet you they keep like a hockey assist stat because the way they look for one another is pretty impressive.
First shot up and in for Ciampo. Second shot is in and out. And it's Holler with the rebound.
Back to a man defense.
This is Fravel. Looking inside to Holler.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Nope. Oh, he did have it off White's foot. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
The Boonsboro had dropped back into defense and now coming back up. See Hartman walking a little bit on the sideline over there, looking a little bit better on that ankle.
The worst part's going to be halftime. That thing's going to really tighten up, and when it gets cold, that's going to be the toughest part. So if she's going to go, might not be the time to go.
Not aware of the shot clock there and didn't get a shot off. And here comes Hartman checking back into the game here. Comes in for Holler. And from the look of things, Hartman seems to be okay. Doesn't look like she's favoring that ankle at all.
So this defense that they just came out in, it's actually something they usually come out of timeouts, and it's called Gambler. And he actually is going to run right at the point guard, which he did there, which you can tell that Kevin scouted it because he was able to get the ball to the middle and get a layup. But that's something that Buck likes to come out into. It's called Gambler.
McKenna Weaver with the bucket on a nice dish there from Ciampo, and now she's going to shoot for the three-point play. Misses, but gets her own rebound. And Smith backs out, and the Wildcats set up their offense. Robbins to Smith for three. No good. And it's Kidwell coming up with the loose ball. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Long three from Maya Fravel.
She caught that in rhythm, and it looked like a really good shot. But right back on top of it was Laurel Hudson. I see your three. I'll come back with another one.
Kidwell from the corner for three.
That's her second one from that spot on the floor.
34-16. Nice little scoring outburst here.
Got it to 10 on the shot clock.
Double team on Smith. She gets it out to Robbins, and now around to Hudson, and she shuffled her feet before she went to the basket. There's Hartman.
I like
Back
that
to
action.
Hartman, left-handed, no good. And it's Smith with the rebound. Pushing it down court. Robbins. Hudson to Smith. Slow things down a little bit. Robbins.
I tell you, the zone has really, it's not baffled Williamsport because they've done a great job with it. What it's doing is slowing them down at the pace that they were playing before.
Smith misses that one. Going down the other way, no good.
Now Boonsboro's out running.
And another Boonsboro player down. It's Annabelle Fletcher. She gets right back up. She is going to come to the bench here. .45 to go here in the first half.
You know, it makes it really nice that Kevin's able to sub the way that he is and keep the flow going the way that he is.
Yeah.
Looks like they're matching up here. They're 5 defense.
That foul on Lowe is her second. Hudson back The sword of Shank. She's fouled.
You know, Kevin, right there on that play, they run a 1-4 high set to try to get the ball screen with the naked roll on the backside, and they're bringing somebody off on the stagger screen on this side. That's really good action. That's actually really fun to watch that.
Two quick fouls on Hope Lowe. That's 3 on her. So we get ready to go to halftime. Emerson Shank hits the front end of the 1-and-1.
You know, we sat in this gym the other night, and Williamsport shot free throws at this exact basket and could not get one to fall. It's the exact opposite this evening. They shoot the ball really well from the foul line.
Second shot from Shank, no good. Kidwell brings it the other way, looking inside for Hartman. Got away from her. Ball still rolling.
That's unbelievable hustle. And that's going to be rewarded. Look at the bench.
Hudson. Big play for the Wildcats. The shot at the buzzer. On line, but a little short from Maya Fravel.
Wow.
37-16 is our score here at halftime. Williamsport leading Boonsboro. Stay with us. Chad and I will talk about things at halftime here, and Bob Parcelletti will talk to Coach Kevin Murphy. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia on Antietam Broadband. More to come after this.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Welcome back to Williamsport High School halftime for this girls basketball game. 37-16, Williamsport leading the visiting Boonsboro Warriors. Remind you that tonight's coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and the surrounding communities. Mark Keller along with Chad Brashears here. We got pretty much what we expected here so far in this game. Maybe a little, we were talked about maybe some concern about the legs for Williamsport, and have playing their third game in 4 nights here. Hadn't been an issue so far here tonight.
No, it really hasn't. I mean, it's actually, they look like they were the one that were off last night, and Boonsboro was the one that was playing. I mean, they get out and run exceptionally well. And they look for each other, which made it really easy for them to get easy baskets.
It may be a little surprising, that we see how unselfish this Williamsport team is, because you have a player like Paige Smith who dominates their scoring.
Yeah.
But they're so, everybody is looking for somebody else. I like how you likened that to kind of the hockey assist sort of thing. But everybody's looking for somebody else. Robbins out there, I don't think Robbins has looked for a shot yet tonight. She's always looking for that person inside to get that easy bucket.
She absolutely is. And, I credit the coaching staff for teaching her as a guard to get the ball up the floor, because as we're watching here, her head is up the entire time. She's ready to pitch it to whoever's running and filling the lane. I mean, I'll kind of say, like with Carolina, they used to have the Carolina secondary break. The Wildcats have a secondary break, and it's the bigs get to the blocks, and the guards feed the bigs and reward them for doing their job, which is to run the floor.
And we talked about Paige Smith, the scoring, and she's certainly doing the scoring here tonight. 15 points in the first half here tonight. And yeah, we talked a little bit about it as we went along here in the first half. But she's just so smooth with the ball and just seems so patient, so calm and collected. And that's really not something that you teach. That's something that you just sort of develop, I guess, right?
It is. I mean, you develop it through being in experiences and living in the gym and trusting what you're doing. And you know, she has confidence in her game. The one thing I think she does an exceptional job of is she lets the game come to her. She's taken a couple forced shots, and she knows they're a forced shot because when she looks over to Coach, and Coach kind of looks at her with, you know, the hairy eyeball, she realizes, you know, that's right, I shouldn't have shot that one. But she does so much other stuff that she can get away with a couple of those.
One of the things I noticed here in the second quarter in particular, as Williamsport was coming this way towards our table, towards our end, is that every player, when they're getting a rebound on the other end, their head is up immediately and looking down court. And that's, you go back to the coaching, I'm sure that's something that is coached.
It is. It's definitely coached. I mean, I've never seen one of Coach's practices, but I can tell you by looking at what they're doing now, you can see how they practice that.
Okay. We'll send it to break here. Take another break before Coach Murphy talks with Bob Parcelletti. So stay with us. More to come here on the halftime report from Williamsport High School. The Wildcats with a 37-16 lead over Boonsboro.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they pack the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
For over 30 years, Antietam Broadband has been bringing you one-of-a-kind local programming, from coverage of our high school sports to unique programming like our Civil War and Washington County series. Now you can own them on Blu-ray and DVD. Just visit store.antietamcable.com where you'll find all of your favorite local programming from Antietam Broadband. Browse through our categories to find the perfect gift. Antietam Broadband and Antietam Media Services, bringing quality local programming to your home.
The Auto Spa and Auto Spa Express is a car wash experience like none other, with colorful LED lights and a rainbow rinse. We offer a variety of packages to make your car shine. Experience the ultimate clean at the Auto Spa Express, where you can take advantage of the self-use detail stations with free towels, vacuums, air blowers, and floor mat cleaning machines. Or visit the Auto Spa, where you can receive a full service wash that includes an interior cleaning. Thank you.
Steve is a full-time realtor with over 20 years of experience and a retired Army officer. Allow Steve to serve your real estate needs with the same level of dedication he's served our country and tri-state area for 25 years. Call Steve today, 301-991-7990.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Back at Williamsport High School, getting ready for the second half here between the Wildcats and the Boonsboro Warriors. Let's send it over to Bob Parcelletti. He's got Coach Kevin Murphy from Williamsport. Bob?
Hey, Kevin. First half, you guys did a great job getting the ball off the floor to get your offense started.
I thought our defense was really, really good, especially in the first 10 minutes of the game. And you're right, those led to some transition buckets of us getting those loose balls. And our kids are playing really hard. They met the challenge of playing back-to-back nights, and they're really playing hard.
Well, it looked like hockey over there. You're changing them over there, getting them over there on the
Yeah, with as many minutes as we had kids playing last night in a tough game at Walkersville, I was going to try to sub as liberally as I could in the first half to get all 10 kids that we play a lot in that first half and try to get kids fresh and keep them fresh. And it's worked, and our kids are playing really hard.
One of the things that I've noticed, too, is like when you guys go to the basket, you do a really good job of getting back on the defense keep everything going and to keep you from them getting easy baskets?
Our transition offense and transition defense has really evolved this year, and it's gotten better and better the last couple of weeks. And like I said, our defense is leading to those transition breaks. We're playing such good defense, it's leading to steals, leading to opportunities. Then we finish, we're sprinting back and playing good D again.
As a Bucks team is very young. You
Yes.
have a very experienced
Right.
team.
Yep.
How much is that helping you?
Huge. Oh, it's a huge factor. I mean, they're going to be so much better as they mature and get better. I mean, we've got 5 seniors, and that's out of our top 10. That's a huge amount of experience. That's helping us tremendously in a game like this. So Boonsboro's only going to get better.
You're really like passing the torch on for your future, though, too. You got a lot of young kids yourself.
Yeah, we do. And the good thing is these young kids are seeing how hard work equates into wins and getting better and better as the year goes on.
All right. Good luck the second half.
Bob. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Coach Murphy. Appreciate that. 37-16 is your score at halftime here. And Chad, as far as Boonsboro goes here, it's just been a hard time getting, as Coach Murphy said, the defense has just been so tough. Hard for Boonsboro to get anything going offensively here tonight.
It really is. I mean, when you go back and look at the statistics on Williamsport, they give up 34 points a game. They're right on average at this exact time. And I think that is very difficult for Boonsboro to overcome. I mean, Williamsport's length and athleticism really closed down a lot of gaps, which they cannot run their offense. And it's frustrating for them right now. You can see it on their body language.
Mackenzie Kidwell, the leading scorer for Boonsboro right now with 6 points. Fravel, McKevitt each with 3. We mentioned Paige Smith with 15 for the Wildcats. Hudson off the bench. Laurel Hudson with 7 points. The next leading scorer for the Wildcats. McKenna Weaver, Mackenzie Kloos both with 4 points. As we get ready for tip-off here, or the start of the third period, I should say. We remind you once again that tonight's live coverage is brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and the surrounding communities. Underway here for the third quarter. Wildcats with a 21-point lead. Kloos's 3 no good at the other end, and now a 3 for the Warriors by McKevitt. Second of the night for her.
Boonsboro came out on their 1-2-2. Next time down the floor, they go 2-3 zone. So obviously you can see what Coach talked about at halftime, changing the defenses, giving them different looks, and trying to slow them down even more.
And now a turnover on the Williamsport end, a travel called. Hartman to Lowe. Lowe playing with 3 fouls. She picked up 2 in a row right at the end of the first half. She is on the floor for the Warriors. That one picked off by Smith, and you see her quickly going up court. Kloos again for 3, no good. Weaver grabs the rebound, and Robbins over the head pass out to Smith for 3. No good. Smith got a piece of that one, and now Smith comes up with the loose ball, taking that away from Hartman.
That's a nice high Q decision right there.
Smith for 3, no good. Cold start for the Wildcats here in the second half.
The zone seems to be giving them some issue.
Hartman changes hands, goes to the bucket, no good, and they're going to call Hartman for the foul there, going for the rebound. Selter came up with the board, and Hartman bodied her. That's just the first on Haley Hartman.
For as physical as she is, it's impressive that she went the entire half without picking up a foul. I don't think Coach Murphy's real thrilled at the way they started and played the first 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Takes a quick timeout here. As you said, just 2 minutes in.
I've used the words IQ a lot, and it's one thing that I think is really cool that they do at Williamsport is he has them take an IQ test. So right after he gets the roster set after tryouts, they take an IQ test to see exactly what basketball IQ. It's situational, it's time and score type stuff, it's foul situations, rules. That's pretty ingenious of him and his staff to do that because it does help you in situations such as this. Okay, you can kind of go back and replay things in your mind that you learned on a test. Now you get back on the floor and do it.
So the Wildcats coming out of this timeout. Inbounding. Amelia Robbins to Paige Smith. To Mackenzie Cluse.
Try to get Paige on a post up there. 10 on the shot clock.
Smith on that right side gets to about the foul line and hits that one.
She has spots on the floor where it seems like she shoots the ball really well from, and that's actually really smart. She got to her spot, got herself in rhythm, and was able to knock it down.
Kidwell for three. That is short. Hartman with the rebound. Can't get it to fall, and now that is going to be a foul on Fravel. And that is going to be 3 on Maya Fravel as well.
It's a tough place to pick that up. I mean, I know hustle and all that stuff to go after the ball, but, 80-some feet from the other end of the floor is really tough.
Right. 39-19, Wildcats lead.
So
Nice.
Kevin right there called zone 5. It's a very similar backdoor alley-oop play. I credit the forwards on that for setting good screens to get her open on the back.
A nice dish from Smith to Seltzer, just could not get it to fall. And this is Sage Holler at the line. Shooting 2, misses the first.
We talked about, Boonsboro being young. Michaela Bailey is a freshman, number 14.
No seniors on this Boonsboro roster. And there are definitely growing pains involved with a roster like that, but the payoff when those kids get older can sometimes be big.
Absolutely.
Holler takes that away from Robbins. Goes to the bucket, can't get the layup to fall, and Holler was out of bounds, trying to get back in to pick up that ball that was tipped in her direction.
Never reestablished herself.
This is Robbins.
Good pass.
Inside.
It's an excellent look.
Levasseur to Cam Seltzer for the bucket. 41-20, Williamsport.
Nice backdoor cut. And a good look.
Bucket by Kidwell gives her 8 points of the night on the nice pass from Holler. Smith's shot is no good. And it's Lowe coming down with the rebound. Holler with Smith on her. Rebecca Michael-John driving to the basket, no good. Seltzer with the rebound. Robbins pushing it up.
Good pass.
Nice pass back to Seltzer. Fouled going to the basket.
Seltzer runs the floor really well for them.
She does. Cam Seltzer. First time at the free throw line here tonight. Misses the first.
She's shooting about 74% from the foul line this year. Tell you what, that's a great stat to have. If the people that are the primary ball handlers for you are the ones that the plays go through, if they can shoot well at the foul line, that's going to give you a lot of good results.
Absolutely. Second shot is up and good.
You know, I give Boonsboro a lot of credit. They're down 20, but they're not playing like it at all. I mean, they actually have done so many positives in the second half. Buck should be really thrilled when he watches this game film tonight or tomorrow.
Haller driving to the lane and fouled trying to get there. She'll go to the line shooting 2. Kluse picking up her first foul for the Wildcats.
There's a three-quarter court diamond.
Kluse gets the ball across midcourt.
Now here's one rule that I'm not sure a lot of people know. There is no 10-second violation in girls basketball. So if you're watching at home and you don't know that rule, that's why it takes them a little bit longer to get the ball up the court, and there's no 10-second count.
Three-point shot in and out. And Robbins loses that one out of bounds.
Be quick, don't hurry. Be quick, don't hurry. She was hurrying there a little bit.
We're going to have a timeout here. 42-24. And Chad, you mentioned Coach Murphy not being pleased with the play here in the third quarter, and still doesn't seem to be.
No, he just said somebody better wake up. I don't know who exactly he was pointing out, but, you know, I give him a lot of credit because I think the kids feed off of his energy. I mean, I'm going to have to give him a hard time after the game because he plays just as much defense in the first half as his team does on that end of the floor. He was actually in, like, the defensive stance most of the possessions.
You know, give some credit to Boonsboro here, too. You know, they were down. We get a foul here on Weaver as Fravel was trying to shoot a three. Boonsboro was down 16 at the end of the first quarter.
Yes.
And they've held it pretty much at that margin, give or take a point or two. Yeah, it's
really
an 18-point margin here through nearly the third period. So they've sort of righted the ship. Now, you know, can they do anything to sort of chip away into that lead a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Coach Walters has to be very pleased with this because you're right. They've pretty much played even up basketball since the first quarter, and I give them a lot of credit. They haven't quit. They're not looking at the scoreboard right now. They're just playing basketball. I tell you what, he called a timeout, and out of that timeout, he ran a really good play. He ran a little zipper cut, a little Allen Iverson screen, and got a really good look from that. You know, I give him a lot of credit. You know, he's going into his bag as a coach as well and just trying to keep adding things to the game. Keep the intensity level up for his team.
Third of three for Fravel, and she hit 2 of those 3 shots.
Looks like they're going back into a 2-3 zone.
Margin is 16. We're going to have a foul called here against the Warriors. Looks like that'll be against Michael John, and it'll be the first on her. This is Hudson. Nice defensive play.
Jump ball.
By Haller. tying things up and getting the ball back for the Warriors.
You know, I know there's different style of coaches out there. Some like to sit, some just kind of cross their arms, some are really animated. We have 2 animated coaches tonight, but I believe that the players are feeding off the energy that they're bringing from the sideline to get their team to play at a pace that they really want them to.
McKevitt looking inside for Hartman, couldn't get it to her, and it went out of bounds off of the Warriors.
I think Kidwell just took her glasses off.
She did.
Took them over to the bench.
Up top to Hudson for 3,
Nice
no good.
inside out look.
Holler with the rebound.
You know, one thing that Boonsboro's done a much better job in this half is getting defensive rebounds.
Holler looking inside, gets it down there.
Pass, nice catch.
To Maya Fravel. And Sage Holler playing off the bench has really been a spark for Boonsboro. I think she's been all over the place.
She really has. She's done a lot of positives today for them. I don't think this is the quarter that Williamsport wanted to have, but I can definitely tell you this is the quarter that Boonsboro wanted to have.
Absolutely. Emerson Shank breaking a little bit of a drought there for the Wildcats. We're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. This is Holler to Fravel. Now back to Holler. Tries to get it back to Fravel, and a little over the top for her. Out of bounds to Williamsport.
Coach Walters just called for a 3 defense. That's where they put Hartman up at the top. They've now run 4 different defenses this quarter alone.
And maybe that's what has led to a bit of a cold period here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I give them a ton of credit because, you know, when he and I talked earlier today, that was one of the things that he likes to switch defenses up. Trying to find identity. What their identity is that they're tough and that they're going to be able to listen and have high IQ basketball defense. And you can tell what he's doing right now. I mean, let's face it, they got punched pretty square in the mouth to start this basketball game. And since then, they've been able to respond.
They were held to 5 points in the first period. And right now, they've held Williamsport to 7 here in the third. Smith trying to shake the defender. Look. Gets it across to Klus for the 2. 15 seconds here to go in the third quarter. Inside look to Michael John.
That was a nice take by Michael John.
Under 5 to go. The takeaway. Holler from way down. Just short was Sage Holler on that 3-quarter court shot. Williamsport with a 46-30 lead at the end of 3. Stay with us. More to come here on Antietam Broadband High School Basketball. Brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster internet and Wi-Fi. Good thing Antietam Broadband has reliable download speeds up to 2.3 gig and smart whole home Wi-Fi to keep all your devices well connected. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit AntietamBroadband.com for a great offer today.
If I were mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
312.
Welcome back to Williamsport High School, getting ready for the fourth quarter of action here. Girls basketball between Williamsport and Boonsboro. This segment of tonight's game brought to you by Hagerstown Auto Spa Express, offering you a variety of cutting-edge wash packages that make your car sparkle. Hagerstown Auto Spa Express on Vasel Boulevard in Hagerstown, a proud sponsor of local programming on Antietam Broadband. Glad to have you with us here from Williamsport High School tonight. Mark Keller and Chad Brashears with you. A 46-30 lead for Williamsport. And Chad, Williamsport held to just 9 points there in that third quarter, and maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in for the Wildcats here in the second half.
You know, I agree with you. I think that the legs are getting a little tired, and you know, one thing that I noticed is that they're shooting 12-footers, 15-footers, and I shoot as many threes now. Even against the zone, they're not settling for that three-point shot that they shot earlier. They're really trying to get a couple steps in because they know that their legs are a little tired at this point.
And one of the things Bob Parcelletti pointed out to us here is that a lot of their shots coming up short now. They're starting to be short on their shots.
They are.
Good period for Boonsboro, outscoring the Wildcats 14-9, and a lot of that coming from the bench for the Warriors. Kidwell has played very well tonight. We mentioned Sage Holler, kind of the spark that she's given them, just doing a lot defensively, making drives to the bucket, not getting a lot on the score sheet. She's got 3 points, but just doing a lot of things that really giving a little bit of energy to Boonsboro here in the second half.
You know, I know Coach Go has a plus-minus stat that he keeps. She's really doing a great job in the plus-minus realm for them right now. It is the little stuff that's getting them the opportunity.
17 points on the night for Paige Smith. She's the leading scorer here this evening for both teams. Kidwell, the leading scorer for the Warriors right now with 8 points, and seeing no ill effects. We talked about Haley Hartman. She rolled that ankle in the second period, sat a little bit in the second period. She's been out there on the floor, but hasn't been able to do much offensively, scoring just 2 points so far here this evening, and she's been really quiet here tonight.
You know, Coach Murphy's defense has been, they've had a lot of man up on her, but he has a really good job of zoning behind, the post up. So every single time she hits the spin move to come back to her left hand, which is one of the moves that she really likes to make, she's facing Wildcats as soon as she spins into them. So they've done a really good job in the scout to know what her shots are, how she likes to get her shots off, and they're closing those off for her right now.
Williamsport will start the fourth quarter with possession. Trailing, I should say Boonsboro, trailing by 16 here.
They're calling 5, so they're going to look for probably the alley-oop play on the backside here.
Smith to Robbins. And now across to Kluse, looking down low for Seltzer. Tries to get inside and gets underneath the defender. And that's Hope Lowe, and if that foul is on her, that's going to be number 4.
Coach is asking for the hands up. Ref said there's a little bit more body involved than just the hands up.
And that is on Lowe, and it is number 4. This is Seltzer at the line. Hits the first. And if you're Coach Waters at this point, you pretty much have to keep Lowe in the game, and with the lead like it is and in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
And just hope she's able to.
Can she survive a little longer at this point?
That's Lowe to Holler. Michael John driving the baseline.
Michael John has a really good first step. She really gets around her defender nicely with her step. She did on the other side earlier in the third quarter. Nice cut.
Holler to Hartman. High off the glass and no good. Lowe had the rebound, and
looks like Sage got hit in the mouth.
Yeah, it does. She's headed towards the bench, it looks like. The ball is out of bounds off the Warriors, so Williamsport will inbound from underneath the Boonsboro basket. We'll keep an eye on Holler and see what happened to her. She went right to the bench.
Nice drift action.
Here's Smith for three. A little long on that shot. Shank tried to save it, but it went out of bounds. And Boonsboro coming back the other way. Looked like maybe Holler, as you said, took a shot in the mouth. And
looks like it. Trainer has the gloves on, so obviously there's some blood involved.
And the trainer is checking out around her mouth right now. Hartman goes to the basket and is fouled. That'll be on Seltzer.
When she gets going downhill, she goes to the rim extremely hard.
Third foul on Cam Seltzer.
You know, you heard Coach Murphy yelling there, play defense with your feet, not your hands. You know, very basic basketball phrase, but if she slides over with her feet, she probably didn't put herself in this position to commit the foul.
Hartman misses the first. She's 0 for 3 from the line now this evening. Taking her second shot here.
Looks like they're going to go to their 1-2-2 three-quarter court press here on the make.
Hartman misses the second also. This is Robbins circling back out to the top of the key. Shank from the baseline gets it to go.
She shoots it well from the short corner. She knows where her role is. She gets right to the short corner, and she's done that a couple times so far this half. That's really nice.
That ball out of bounds off of Fravel and back Williamsport's way. Now with a 20-point lead, 50-30. Robbins finds Smith to the corner,
nice
to the
look.
baseline, and in for two. Paige Smith now with 19.
Good body control on the drive.
Timeout called here by the Warriors. Well, we remind you we've got replays of today's game coming up over the next 4 or 5 days. Saturday and Sunday, January 21st and 22nd, 11:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of January, all at 6 p.m. right here on Antietam Broadband, Channel 6 and 806. You can look those up on AntietamBroadband.com as well, or download the WCL TV on the Go app. You can see this game and the other games that we've covered so far this year. Go back and check out some high school football as well. Mummers Parade, showcase of bands, all kinds of local programming, and that's on the WCL TV on the Go app, available in the App Store for iOS and Android. Glad to have you with us here tonight from Williamsport High School. Live basketball coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. Back to action here, Boonsboro.
Murph went zone.
Kidwell for three, no good. This is low, stolen by Robbins. Amelia Robbins going the other way. She has Paige Smith behind her. Wide open for three, no good. Levasseur coming up with the loose ball, and Smith resets up top for Williamsport. For three, McKenna Weaver.
Tell you what, Levaseur's all over the place, isn't she?
Yes.
Like she's like scrappy, constantly around the basketball, knows for it, and she made her that is all on her right there to get that ball back.
That's going to go out of bounds to Williamsport. McKevitt couldn't handle that pass. Substitutes coming in for the Wildcats now. Seltzer and Robbins both head to the bench.
They're back to man.
Kloos bringing the ball up.
Here comes Page off the curl.
Smith for three. No good. Rebound to Holler. Back in the game. Nice look. It goes out of bounds off of Weaver.
You know, I give both teams credit. They really have their heads up when they run transition. They're always looking ahead. You know, sometimes in the last two boys games we had, they didn't have that as much. You know, you can definitely see a difference in tonight's game. It's very refreshing to see that with basketball.
McKevitt looking inside for Lowe. A foul from behind.
Emerson just got caught behind the big and couldn't get around her.
That was on Shank, and that's her third.
That would be a moving screen. Fraysville never stopped.
And that's the fourth foul on Fravel.
Just ran Hudson over.
25-point lead for Williamsport. We approach the 4.5-minute mark in this one. Hudson from three. That's short. Out of bounds to the Warriors.
You know, both coaches, up 25, down 25, are coaching as if the game is 0-0. And, you know, the players on the floor and on the benches are very lucky to have coaches that coach like that.
McKevitt to the corner for Kidwell. Nice look and a nice shot.
I think Kidwell knows her spot on the floor.
She does. That is her spot right there.
That'd be her third three from that spot on the floor, the right wing.
11 points for Mackenzie Kidwell. Williamsport's going to take a timeout here.
And Coach Murphy wants to discuss exactly how Kidwell got that wide open for a three-pointer.
Next up for the Wildcats, they'll get the weekend off, but then come back and play Monday right here at Williamsport, taking on the Clear Spring Blazers. Boonsboro will be off until Tuesday. They're home against the Middletown Knights. As for us, we've got next week off, but we're coming back to you on Tuesday, January 31st. Right back here at Williamsport High School for boys basketball. Smithsburg taking on the Wildcats. That's Tuesday, January 31st. And then we've got 3 games for you in February. February 3rd, back here at Williamsport for Walkersville at Williamsport Girls. Friday, February 10th, North at Williamsport Girls. And then we close out our season Friday, February 17th with the Boonsboro boys playing at Clear Spring. Hope you'll join us for those games. Emerson Shank with the rebound and the putback for the Wildcats. 9 points on the night for Emerson Shank. Holler inside.
Good reversal.
Kicking it back out to Kidwell. There's Fravel. Holler for 3. And good. Sage Holler.
Just catch and shoot. Good look in the middle, kick it out the backside. It's a great play.
First 3 of the night for her. She's got 6 points. Robbins to the basket.
The last 2 times down the floor, Robbins looks to shoot. She didn't do that earlier.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's the old school point guard there.
Absolutely.
Smith inbounds.
Well, Coach Murphy had a lot of really good point guards that he coached back in the day.
And he was a pretty good one himself.
Yes, he was. Paige is playing right on her average, isn't she?
Coming right up on it. 21 points for Paige Smith. Coming across the lane, no good. Was Annabelle Fletcher, and now it's Smith cutting through the lane.
Pass.
Circling back. Nobody coming out.
Never matched up.
To pick up Delaney Miles. First bucket of the game for her. Delaney Miles on the score sheet. Kidwell stops and tries to shoot, and that foul is going to be on Miles. Kidwell will go to the line.
She's really tough.
Kidwell's shot is good. She's come off the bench and led the way for the Warriors scoring. She has 12 now.
Looks like they taped her glasses on the side during the, it looks like between third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, she threw them to the sideline at one point there in the third quarter and has the specs back now. Bucket for the Wildcats, and 63-37.
They relentlessly go for offensive rebounds. I'd love to see the stats tonight of how many offensive rebounds they got.
Steal here by Levasseur. Takes it to the basket, left-handed, no good. Call Miles for the foul there against Fletcher. Both teams in the bonus now, so Fletcher will go to the line.
There's a lot of positive takeaways from both sides tonight.
Absolutely. Minute and a half to go. Fletcher misses the front end of that 1-and-1. This is Cluse to Cole. Delaney Cole up top to Levasseur. Inside to Delaney Miles. And this is Ciampo.
That's great footwork.
Two.
Nice little post play, footwork. The bench, once again, even the starters who are now on the bench are cheering for the people that have been on the bench cheering for them. That's really awesome to see.
Cluse picking up the ball, going the other way. Cole has it taken away from her. And now Boonsboro will come back with it as we're at 45 seconds. Bailey to Kidwell in the corner. A whistle and a foul called on Ciampo.
I don't think that's what Coach Murphy would want right there. Stop the clock, get him at the line. But it looks like the next 27 seconds will probably be dribbled out here.
Fletcher back at the line for the Warriors. 1-and-1. She gets the front end this time. Get her second shot. In and out. Ciampo with the rebound. Under 30 seconds to go.
As we talked about a little bit ago, you don't even have to get it across. That's one thing that people would not realize if you haven't really watched a lot of girls basketball.
There's a takeaway for the Warriors. Kidwell coming up with the steal and fouled by Ciampo. Second on her. Kidwell gets the front end of this. Second shot from Kidwell is good. Capping off a great night for her. Wildcats get it into the front court. And time is going to go out on this game. The Wildcats, a 65-40 winner over the Boonsboro Warriors here tonight at Williamsport High School. Stay with us. We'll have the post-game show. Bob Parcelletti will talk to Coach Murphy and a player from the Wildcats right after this. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they pack the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
The Auto Spa and Auto Spa Express is a car wash experience like none other, with colorful LED lights and a rainbow rinse. We offer a variety of packages to make your car shine. Experience the ultimate clean at the Auto Spa Express, where you can take advantage of the self-use detail stations with free towels, vacuums, air blowers, and floor mat cleaning machines. Or visit the Auto Spa, where you can receive a full-service wash that includes an interior cleaning. Thank you.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Welcome back to Williamsport High School. Final score here tonight. The Williamsport Wildcats knocking off the Boonsboro Warriors 65-40 in girls basketball. Let's send it over to Bob Parcelletti. He has Paige Smith with him. Bob?
Paige, how you doing?
Good.
You guys have been on the road a lot here. You played 3 games in 4 days. Was it big to get a big lead early?
Yeah, I definitely say it was a big majority of us winning because our legs and our bodies were pretty tired because it's their game of the week.
When you get the lead like that early, does it make it less tiring?
Yes and no. It kind of holds some stress off us, but then for us to maintain that.
You came out, you guys got a lot of points on the balls off the floor. You guys, and you were getting a lot of benefit from that and running the floor well. How much of that is defense? How much is that anticipation?
I would say it's just playing very hard defense because our defense translates to our offense and just like getting loose balls. Everyone was on the floor and everyone played really hard tonight.
How deep did you have to dig because of the game last night?
I would say kind of deep. I don't know.
What about, you said this was a big night because of the Cure donation thing. Think Pink.
The Pink Eye, yeah.
What did you think about this game and playing in it?
I thought it was good, especially because, it's a Friday, last game of the week, and we've already had 2 good wins this week, and now that this makes us 14-0, and I feel like it being Pink Night did help our more energy because we had more fans come out.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Paige. 21 points on the night for Paige Smith, and Chad, like you said, pretty much playing to her average here tonight.
She lets the game come to her. She makes it look really simple. I was really looking forward to seeing her play tonight, and she did live up to it. All is advertised.
Let's send it back over to Bob Parcelletti. He has Coach Murphy. Bob, take it.
All right, Kevin, you guys dug down a little bit the second half. I think you started seeing the legs go a little this.
Yeah, you saw in the third quarter, our defensive intensity wasn't the same as it was in the first half. In the third quarter, I guess they got it to like 16 or maybe even 14. And I could just see in the kids' eyes that, we were going to have to gut it out the fourth quarter. But, the first 2 or 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, we played really well again. It's hard to keep that intensity defensively up for 4 quarters.
Well, it seemed like you guys gave away the 3-pointers and started to try to go more inside to draw, easier shots and things.
I was really disappointed with our first 3 or 4 possessions in the second half. That's why I called the quick timeout. Thought we rushed shots, took some quick ones. seconds, didn't make them play defense, and then we're down here playing 30 seconds of defense after making them play 10 seconds. So got the timeout, we made some adjustments, made some better decisions on the offensive end, and got better shots.
Did they give you problems because of the constant change of defenses?
No, I don't think it was that. I just think sometimes when you get in a lead like that, kids scoreboard watch, and they think, okay, I'm going to get a couple points here, and instead of the flow of the offense and taking good shots, we were taking bad shots, rush shots.
So you had 3 big games. You guys are 14-0 now. I mean, things are great on Wildcat Street, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you'd have told us back November 15th that we'd be 14-0 at this juncture, I'd have said I'll take it, and there's no way. But look, credit to the kids, man. They play really hard, as you saw tonight. I mean, it was a really contested game. I mean, both teams were playing hard, and our kids are just getting better, and proud of them.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Coach Murphy. And Chad, you know, Coach Murphy said something there that I'd never really thought of in this way before, but talked about, you know, his team taking quick shots at their end, and then they're playing 30 seconds of defense back there, and that's, you know, never really clicked to me in that way, that you're having to work so hard on defense, and then you're rushing your shots on the other end. You're making things so much harder on yourself that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, and Coach caught onto that really well. And he did take a quick timeout and tried to get everything back to where it needed to be for them. But, no, they did. I mean, they took, as we were kind of talking during the broadcast, I mean, that's not a look that they wanted. And they come down here. And Boonsboro did a really good job of trying to get efficient shots, I thought, in the second half. And, you know, I credit Williamsport's defense in the first half, not allowing them to get those shots. But I felt as though Boonsboro in the second half forced themselves to get those shots by being more deliberate in their process.
Let's talk positive takeaways here for Boonsboro, because we talked about that third quarter in particular, that they, you know, were able to sort of you know, they weathered the storm of that first quarter a little bit, and you know, sort of steadied things in the second and third quarter, got away from it a little bit here in the fourth. But what do you take away positively if you're Coach Waters with Boonsboro and those Boonsboro players?
You know, I think they play exceptionally hard. You know, they played 32 minutes of hard basketball. They run their stuff. They got good looks. They just didn't make them early, but I feel as though the positives are they force their defense to become their offense. And if you can take a team like Williamsport and kind of shut them down the way that you did in the third quarter, that is a huge positive to feed off of as you go into more of the season. You know, one thing I thought about a little bit as we were watching the third and fourth quarter open up is, you know, you hear dog days of summer in baseball. We're in the dog days of winter in basketball. This is that monotony time. It's tough. I mean, you know, for the students of Washington County, today was the last day of the marking period, the last day of the semester, another 3-day weekend's coming up with grades coming out on Monday. So to get a win tonight like this for Williamsport, or to compete the way that Boonsboro did tonight, is a huge positive, because this is the toughest part of the season, to get over that hump to get into February.
Well, we remind you once again, tonight's live coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Honda and Kia wishing much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and their surrounding communities. We remind you also of the replays of tonight's game, Saturday and Sunday, 11:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m., Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, January 23rd through the 25th, all at 6 p.m. We one last reminder, our next game for you, we're right back here at Williamsport High School on Tuesday, January 31st. For boys basketball, Smithsburg taking on the Williamsport Wildcats. And then we have 3 games for you in February 3rd, 10th, and 17th. And we'll have more information on those coming to you in the coming weeks. So we thank you once again for joining us here on Antietam Broadband. For Chad Brashears, I'm Mark Keller. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Tuesday, January 31st.